Hey guys, my name is Wes. I wanted to create this guide for new players that want to complete their first area. Now the reason why I'm making this video, I have been playing the game since launch and I have over 170 hours in this game. So my goal is to show you how to complete the first area, move on to Sacrament, and then continue on to your journey in No Rest for the Wicked. This is a very fun game, and a lot of people quit the game even before they begin. Once you know how to complete the first zone, I guarantee you, you should enjoy this game. You're gonna like what this game is all about, and you will have a lot of fun. In any case, after you crash the ship, you're gonna land in this area here, and the first thing that you are going to do is trying to find yourself a weapon. Now, I am using my big character, a character that is already leveled, but for you, you're just gonna be bare knuckle, so you're gonna try to fight the enemy with your bare knuckle, but the first thing you need to do is to try to get yourself a weapon. Now, when I first started, I was using bare knuckle because I didn't know any better. So make sure you're picking up everything that you can find. Make sure you punch every little enemy that you can find. So the first thing you need to do is just come here in this area right here. And then you need to come to this door right here. And punch the hell out of this door. And then open this door. Once you open this door, then there is a chest in there. In this chest, you have a high probability of finding a weapon. I don't know if it's 100% guarantee, but this is where you'll find your first weapon. So we'll open this up, but for me, it's going to be a little different because I've already started the game. So yours is going to be different if you first started and you're trying to complete the game. So once you get a weapon, so if you don't find a weapon, you're going to end up having to fight with bare knuckles. So now those little blue colored thing that you see, those are going to be loot that you find in the game. So if you see them, just make sure you pick them up. Anyway, so we're going to go over there. And then those things, don't worry about mining for now. But once you start getting yourself familiarized with the game, then you'll be worried about those things. So you're going to first talk to this guy. And then you can skip the lectures that he's giving you and all that stuff. All right, so you're going to have the new quest. It's called Sacrament, which is where you are trying to go. So make your way there. So I am going to try to do this as quick as possible, just so I can make this video as fast as possible. Anyway, like I said, just make sure you pick up everything that you see, because this is going to help you. If you see mushroom on the ground, just make sure you pick them up. And then you're going to meet this fire right here. There's a chest. Make sure you pick up the chest. And then in the fire equals kitchen. Also, fire equals if you walk into it, it will burn your ass. So do not walk into the fire or you're going to start taking damage. But if you interact with the fire, you're going to see that it is a kitchen and you can cook food. And the first recipe you might have is going to be the mushroom soup. Just create as much as those as you can, because this is going to help you regenerate your health. So, and that's the gist of the first area right here. Okay. So now once you get this, you can explore the area to find the secrets. There's a lot of secret in this game, but the main purpose of this video is not to do the exploration right now, is to just show you how to make your way to Sacrament. So there's also this tower in here. So what you need to do with this tower to make things easier for yourself is go to the Whisper. The reason why you're doing this is because you want to get yourself a save point. So once you come here, interact with this, activate it. And then that means if you die, there is a high probability you might die a few times because you're just trying out the game for the first time. And this game is very challenging in the beginning. So you can go up there and then trying to fight the enemy. If you see a rat, make sure you kill the rat and then you just pick up the meat. Now, what you're trying to do here, there is this first boss that you are going to see if this is your first time playing the game. So, this guy is over there. You can come here and kill this guy. if you want, or you can just skip this guy. So we're gonna kill this guy real quick. Because I am over level, it is easier, but for you, it's not going to be that easy. I'm just showing you everywhere that you need to go to get loot and also to start learning the combat and just pick up all these things. All these things that you see here are things that you can pick up, like the mushrooms. This is what's gonna give you food early on in the game. Okay, now once you kill this boss right here, so we're gonna try to make our way. You know, like I said, if you want to explore, there is nothing wrong with that. But I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. That way you know what you need to do when you come here. You can always come back and explore, but this is what we're doing right now. Anyway, I already got this whisper saved. That means if I die, this is where I will come back. Just pick up every chest that you can find so you can find some goodies and start experimenting with the game. Anyway, while I'm teaching you things, this is mining, but you need the tools. You're gonna get these tools. You might find these tools while you are exploring the first area, or you might not. But knowing this is what those things do. Like I said, explore, explore, and explore. All right, now we're gonna move on to this first area where you're gonna encounter some enemy and you're gonna have to kill them. Kill all the rats, kill all the enemies, pick up things. Alright. In this area right here, the reason why we're doing this is just for exploration. Now, you can see on the other side, this person that is dead, we're going to try to go up there. There's a key that you can get up there. That key is going to help you out. So, you're going to move up here. And then you're going to come down this area right here. Now, another thing you can do, you can go on the other side and start fighting and get some loot or whatnot. But just come here to get this key. This key is going to help you open the door. I will show you in a minute. All right. So now we're going to come here and pick up that key. It's a storage room key. And then now you already get this training in the ship. So if you want to walk this thing, you can just use your corresponding button and you slide on the wall. And you're going to kick this ladder right here. And that gives you another route to go on the bottom. And as you can see, there's a chest down there, but we're not going to go there. There's also an enemy could be in here. And make sure you pick up this chest here. And then there is also this part right here where you can dig. So you might not have the tool. If you haven't picked up the tool, then you might not be able to do that. But I'm just showing you these are things that you are going to do. All right. So now we are going up. We can go up if we want to. There are enemies up there. You can just go and fight these guys if you want. Or you can just continue going on towards Sacrament. And like I said, my character is level, so things are a lot easier. So I'm not going to pick up everything. I'm just showing you things that you can do. So just a matter of exploring as much as possible. All right, now we're done with this area, so I am going to go. Now you see these trees. If you have an axe early on, you can cut the trees so you can get woods, which is going to be what you're going to use to build project, and those are going to help you in the long run. So I'm showing you every little bit of thing. That way you know exactly what's going on with the game. Anyway, so now that we're moving on to this area, like I say, kill every enemy that you see. Again, like I say, it is easier for me because I'm already level, but I'm just showing you how to process this area. Anyway, there's another guy here. And you're going to see those things right here, vines. You can climb them up And then if you go up here, just kill all the rats. And there's ladder everywhere. And then now we are here on the map. We can activate this whisperer right here. So you are closer to Sacrament right now. So if we look on the map right here, as you can see, we came all the way from here. And then we made our way here. So you need to make sure you channel this right here. If you channel them, then when you open your map, it will show. Now, this is the last one that we did. And this is the new one that we just did. So because we are making our way over there. Now, this right here means a fire pit. This is the one that I was showing you that you can cook your meal in there just for your health. All right, so now we are making our way toward Sacrament. Okay, so you come here, there's this big pile of fire. Right here, there's a lot of enemies here. So you got to beat those enemies. Anyway, there's another guy here, so we're gonna get the hell up. Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna beat the hell out of this guy. So, again, pick up all the mushrooms so you can create food, because when you have to fight the first boss of the area, you might need some health. Those fire guys are very annoying. Again, I am level and I have a different weapons. Yours is going to be different. You might have a sword, but you get the gist of things. And this door that I just opened, if you don't have that key that I showed you where to get, you are not going to be able to get inside this door. So you can come here and there's this big chest right here. Now, all this thing that I'm showing you, you can skip all this stuff if you want. If you want to go, just go straight to the boss. But I highly advise you to explore the area. That way you can get a lot of XP, get a lot of loot. And it's going to help you in the long run. All right, so now in this area right here, you can see this is the gate. This is the gate you are trying to get through to make it to Sacrament. If you can't open that gate, then you can't go anywhere. There's no shortcut for you to take, but this is why we are working on this. So you're going to come here, and then you're going to come and hit this key right here. There's a key here. It's called the mess hall key, because there's a mess hall over there that you have to go and rescue a guy, which is the smithy. So here, there's this little door right here, so you're gonna come here. And then you're gonna fight all these guys so you can rescue the smithy. Alright, so now you're gonna talk to this guy because you rescued him, and this is the best thing that can happen to you, because when you rescue this guy, you're gonna have a lot of good stuff. See, if I talk to this guy, you can listen to his conversation or you can skip him. So he's gonna give you a key. Alright, so now the good thing about this guy is going to offer you some loot, a lot of stuff that you can buy with all the money that you have been making by exploring. So you can sell the stuff that you found, that way you can make some money. You can also repair all your gear while you're talking to this guy. So go to repair, just repair everything. Everything is for free. And in this game, when you use your gear, when you use your gear, they kind of deplete, which means they are losing their value, so you can always repair them to put them to full potential. So once you talk to this guy, that means you rescue this guy, so he is going to move to Sacrament, and you will meet him in Sacrament. So your first goal was to rescue him. So if you forget to rescue this guy, you are going to meet him next to where the boss is. So that is not a big deal. But the fact that I show you how to do this, it's easier to do it this way. That way you can get this guy and then buy the stuff that he's selling, and that might help you out. As you can see, he's got a lot of stuff, but the reason why he's got more stuff for me is because I'm already level 3 with him. But yours, you're going to have limited resources that he's selling you. But he's selling you a lot of good things, so you might find good weapons. You might find some good tools, like this. You can see the tools that he's selling. So you'll be able to use those tools to start exploring the area. The thing about this game, you don't need to rush this game. You need to try to explore the first area as much as you can, get stronger as much as possible, and that way you can conquer the game a lot easier. Anyway, so now that we talked to this guy, we are going to try to open this gate. All right, now from this part, we are going to try to find a way to open this gate. So we're going to go move this way. And there is also what we've seen before on the map. And if you want, you can just rechannel this with no problem. So we're going to come here. And there is this thing right here that you need to pull. Just pull this thing. That will open the gate. Now you can go through. There will be some enemy here, so you need to kill them. All right, now once you get here, you're gonna notice that the road is cut off. So that means you cannot go through. You need to go on the other side to drop this gate so you can go through. So what you're gonna need to do, just come to the left and then pull this lever right here. And get rid of these guys. Now you can go and try to get these rewards that you see here because they're free, but we are not going to do that. So you can come here. And then you're going to move to this side right here. And you're going to jump down there. So now you are in Auburn Glades, and then you can interact with these two people right here. So whenever there are NPC in the game, just interact with them, listen to their story. They might give you some good information. The good thing about it, you can skip through those things. All right, now that you get to this area right here, so we're going to come around. And as you can see, this is the gate from the other side. Then we're going to kick this down. So that means now you have a way to move from here to there. That way, when you come back again to explore this area, to farm this area, then you have a way to come back easy. So now that we got this gate squared away, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna mine this real quick. And here there is this whisper you need to activate. The reason being, when you go fight the boss, if you die, you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning area. So once you activate this, make sure you channel the whisper, and then it is going to show on the map after a second. That's the way this thing works. It doesn't show right away, but as you can see, it is right here. This is where you are, and we came from all the way here. There are more to this area that you can explore, but your main goal is to go and fight the boss so you can move to Sacrament. And you can always see what it's trying to tell you to do, because this is the quest log right here. It's already been updated after you rescue the smithy. All right, so now we are going towards the boss, but there are trees here. There are mushrooms that you can pick up, and then you can go back to this fire and then cook some food if you need to cook some mushroom soup. So now that big noise that you hear, that was the boss. Now there are some of the area here that you can explore, but if your goal is to make it to Sacrament, you can just go and fight the boss. But there is a lot of area for you to explore before you actually go fight the boss. and get stronger, get more rewards, get more weapons, get more armor, get everything that you can before you go fight the boss. But in this example, I am going to fight the boss so I can show you how to get to Sacrament and then continue on. So this is the boss arena. Again, the fight is going to be easy for me because I'm leveled up, but it's just me showing you the steps that you need to take to make it to Sacrament. That's the reason why we're doing it this way. Because if I were to put a brand new character, it would take a little bit longer because I would not have the good weapons. The idea of this fight, just learn the boss pattern, and that way you can just kill him easy. So don't rush to things. You know how Souls game works. You take turns with you and your enemy, but I'm making this easy. That's because like I said, I'm already level, so I just want to kill this guy as soon as possible. That way we can complete the tutorial. All right, he is dead. You get some loot from him. And now you're going to move up towards Sacrament. Now, you can go with the cutscene and watch the cinematic if it's your first time, but I'm just going to skip this real quick. Now you're going to get passage to Sacrament. And as you can see, you fast travel unlocked. So that means you can just go in there and fast travel to Sacrament anytime that you want to. Now, those are the two guys that you just talked to. And then you're going to see this lady right here. There's a quest that you can do to get a new kitchen and a motel kind of thing for you to rest. But I have a video on the channel that shows you how to do this quest. So I will leave a link in the description. If you're interested, then you can do it. But for now, let's try to complete Sacrament. So here in Sacrament, you also get the fire. Like I said, every time you see a fire, that's like seeing a kitchen. So your goal when you come to Sacrament is to make it up there to find the guy named Watcher. So that's where we're going to go. But there are a lot of NPC that you can talk to here. Like I said, the guy that you rescued earlier, he's going to be here once you complete Sacrament, okay? So let's go and find the Watcher. This is the central time. Like I said, you can explore if you want to. Now from here where you see the fire right here, you just make a right. And you're going to come here and talk to these people. After you talk to these people, then there's going to be a cutscene and they're going to put you to bed. You will see in a second. So I'm going to skip on the dialogue. So you're gonna wake up in this bed right here. And as you can see, it says quest complete. Once this quest is complete, now we're gonna go back to see that guy again, because I'm gonna show you something important. And you're gonna talk to this guy, DANOS. This guy is very important in Sacrament because he's the guy that is going to give you projects so you can build the NPCs, and you can level them up so you can get more benefit for yourself, your weapon, and your journey. So we talk to this guy. Because the thing is, you have to fix this thing, but this guy is the one that's going to fix it, but that's going to come later. Once you finish talking to him, then you will realize this is going to be fixed later on. So let's go back and talk to the Watcher. Now here we go. So continue talking to everybody that you see with the question mark over their head. All right, the important thing about this right here is the Plague Ichor. This thing, the Plague Ichor, is what's going to give you more benefit for your inventory and for your slot, which I'm going to show you in a second. So we're going to talk to this guy so you can give him the Ichor. See, it says Plague Ichor right here. And you can see this is the Plague Ichor. And you're going to give it to him. When you give it to him, that gives you slots for inventory. So if you decide that you need more inventory slot, then you can pick the inventory slot so you can get more inventory space for your farming. So for me personally, I've already got plenty. And so I can choose pretty much anything, but yours is going to be different. You might need some more inventory space, or you might need to get a new weapon slot. As you can see here, you get the option to get weapon slot. So every single one of them will tell you exactly which one you need. So this one right here shows you food inventory slot. You got a +5. And this one is a offhand, like for a shield and a secondary weapon. And this one is for rank slot. So that means you can get 3 rank. And you can see if I choose this one and give the Ichor and choose this one, that's going to give me an extra slot for rank. So you can get a total of 3 rank slot, and you can have a total of 3 primary weapon slot. And as you can see over there, and you can also have slots for other things more than your tools, and so you can get more. So for me personally, in this situation, I'm going to pick another slot for rank. That way I can get 3 ranks because I've already got the 2. So every time you get an Ichor, then you can come and bring it to this guy so you can get more benefit for your weapons and armor and all that kind of stuff. So if I look into my inventory real quick, as you can see, for my inventory, these are all the options. And like you say, I can carry 3 weapons, but originally they are locked, but once you give the Ichor, then you can unlock all these things. So that's the gist of all this stuff right here. So all right, so now once you're done with this person, you can come out this way and then go back to town. Now, every time you see somebody with a question mark or exclamation mark, you can talk to them. That way you can progress the campaign, the story, and all that stuff. All right, now your next thing is to come and talk to DANOS. This is very important. DANOS is the guy that's going to give you all the projects. So let's talk to him. And this is to build projects. So you can see all the projects that you're going to have. They are at level 1. So if you give woods and copper, then you are going to build this staircase. That's the first thing that you're going to have in this realm. So I'm not going to do it because I'm just doing this for a tutorial. But you can see all the projects that you can do. You have to build them all the way to level 3. The higher the level, the more benefit, the more they're going to offer you as far as things you can buy from them. So you have all these NPC right here and some other stuff that you can interact with. So you can also buy things from this guy. So in this game, there's houses that you can buy. So if you talk to this guy, there are certain things that he's selling. They go inside your house. All these things right here, you can use them and become your own factory for yourself if you have a house. So there's a house right here that you can buy for 25 silver, but this is one of the most expensive one. There are some other one for 8 silver. There are some for 14. So they are all over the place in this area right here. So you will see them once you start unlocking things in the game. So you can see there's this guy right here, and there's a house here for sale, and then there's a fire pit, and yeah, this is where this guy that you rescue is now. Now, the next guy you need to talk to while you are in Sacrament is going to be this guy right here. And the reason why you want to talk to this guy is because he's going to give you bounties. He's going to ask you to salute him before you can start getting bounty from him. So when you move away, you press the corresponding button. For me, is the right trigger. And you got to give him a salute. So you can pick up the bounties from him. The bounties are going to give you great benefits. You're going to get XP, you're going to get silver money, you're going to get loot, you're going to have all kind of stuff. So I would highly encourage you to do these things. Now, if you want more Ichor to get some more slots for your inventory, just do the weekly bounties. Now, eventually you're going to get stronger. It's going to be easier for you to do the bounties, but before that, the enemies from the bounties, you got to learn their moves, and that way you can kill them easier. So for this guy right here that you rescue, so he's going to be here. You can talk to him and buy stuff from him, and since here's a level 1 for you, this is what you're going to see. So you can buy what you want, blue points or whatnot. You can also sell the stuff that you don't need, and you'll be on your merry way. There is also other NPC here. There is this NPC that you can talk to. You can buy, sell, and all kind of stuff. So if you are a mage, this is the best NPC. And then there's this Whittacker guy. You can buy stuff from this guy. If you need an axe, this is the guy. If you need barks for your house to store things, this is the guy. So let's go to the next guy that is important that you need to talk to in this game. All right, this guy right here, Grinnich, he sells random things, but he sells a lot of good stuff, good recipes, and a bunch of good stuff that you can buy from him. So the higher his level, the more you're going to get. So as you can see, he is selling gems, a lot of good stuff that you can use that is going to help you with your build. There are a lot of some rare items that you may not find out in the world, and he might be selling them. So when you have a chance to buy them, just make sure you buy them. Now, there are other NPC you need to go see, you can see, but I am going to leave the video here. Now, you can see the bounties that you pick up is going to show on the map. All you got to do, just go to the area, and then just go kill the boss, whatever, the elite there, and then you're going to get the benefit, the rewards, and you can progress that way. What I do with this game, I spend a lot of time in the first area, and that way I get stronger and get more XP before I go to the next area. Anyway, that covers everything that I needed to cover. Hopefully this helps you out. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.